Alright guys, this is another FSD 13.2.8 video. I just have a bit of running around. The first thing I'm going to do, for anybody that doesn't know how this works, the screen's a bit dirty. There's something called screen cleaning mode. So if you go here, type screen, this just makes it so the screen, no button presses get like registered. It's a good way to be able to clean the screen, because otherwise when you're doing this you could, whatever, like open up the navigation, do something, change the volume, change the heat. So you do that, and then you just press and hold. Perfect. Okay, and just waiting for this to go blue. What happens here, I think, if you have like a destination put in and this push button doesn't work, I think it's because it's the driver monitor isn't working properly. So usually if you just wait a few seconds. Okay, there you go. So seems like it sees me now. Press and hold to start FSD. We're parked close to the curb, so I don't even know if the car will be able to do this. I'm going to press the pedal. I mean, I would definitely back up way more because we're just not going to be able to get out of here very easily. Yeah, object and path. Okay, so I'm going to get us out of here. So you can see we could back up a bunch, and then we could go forward. And that's what I would have hoped the car would have done, but... Okay, and what's happening here also, so we're in a 50 zone. 50 might be quick through here, but 26 is very slow. And usually this happens when the car is in what I say the fourth profile. Like, it doesn't say standard, it doesn't say chill, and it doesn't say hurry. And it won't say any of those things until we get onto maybe a more main road, or when the car hits 41 or 42 kilometers an hour. So when you're in this fourth profile, the car does tend to drive quite slow. Okay, so creep forward, and I would go. Okay, there's nobody coming, so I would just go. Perfect. And yeah, see, like as soon as we got onto this road, because it's a higher speed, like 60 kilometers, now right away we have a profile visible on the screen. And now that we're in a speed profile, even if it was chill, we would have been going faster on that side road. So just so you know, if you're ever driving slow, look, and maybe you might be in a non-profile. Okay, so I would wait for, there's a black car here, and then I would wait. There's a van, and even another car behind it. Yeah, we could go, yeah. Nice job. I just met up with a client this morning already, and it was like a 45-minute drive there, but 85-90% highway, very like boring drive, so I didn't film it, but the car did absolutely everything for me. And while we were there, he actually owns a Rivian, and him and I were talking about Teslas and Rivians, and I was just saying, like, how's your truck, how do you like it? And he's like, yeah, I love the Rivian, but he's like, man, like, I think I need a Tesla. He's like, I drive so much, and I see how well your car does driving you everywhere. He's like, I don't even have lane keep. Like, that doesn't even work properly for me. So it's crazy to me that what feels like the second best option to Tesla, like a Rivian, is so far behind, to the fact of like, he's ready to sell his Rivian and perhaps buy a Tesla just so he can have the features that are otherwise unavailable to him. Okay, pretty easy roundabout coming up here. So I would just go. I wouldn't even slow down because I can see there's no vehicles. Perfect. Nice job. Something that just came out a couple days ago was the FSD Early Access program finally got announced, released. It looks like currently it's for Americans only, and not all Americans. Sorry, people from the United States. And you have to have hardware 4. So a bunch of people on X were posting about it. So here in Canada, we didn't get the option. There was nothing in the app that showed up for me. Hoping to get it soon. We'll see what happens. But yeah, if any of you that watch the channel are in the program, let me know. It seems like I'm assuming that the people that used to get the early access rollouts, like Dirty Tesla, Omar, Tech Geek, Chuck Cook, it seems like they're just welcoming more people into that batch of people. So I'd imagine they will get it at the same time a bunch of people get it now, which I think is good. I mean, I've talked about it before, like the pool of people, especially on Hardware 4, seem to be getting so small that bringing a bunch more people in is really cool. Okay, so really good job getting into the intersection. It's behavior that I love because we should wait here for it to clear up. And then I would go right after this, obviously. Nice job. Okay, so a little bit of a kind of smaller residential road here. We should slow down for this speed bump, which we are. Nice job, perfect. And then I don't think I've made a video with it since I've added it, but the latest update added this new Rainbow Road visual, so it's just a slightly more updated version of, I had Rainbow Road before, but it used to be the Rainbow Road with like a blue tentacle over top of it. And then Tesla just said they changed it, so now the Rainbow Road can completely replace the blue tentacle. Very minor, but I use Rainbow Road all the time, so it was a cool feature for them to change. Cool, and I'll actually park right here, so let's get the car do it. And I mean, this is 100% a spot where, like I've said in the past, I'm not comfortable parallel parking. This is somewhere that I would not park normally. So the fact that the car can do it for me is pretty incredible. Like, I get nervous, but I guess there's space, yeah. It's a tight spot. Wow, it's really close. I mean, that's just as good as I feel like any human would do. Maybe a little bit slow, but there's one, 100% if you pulled me out, I wouldn't be able to park this good. But anyways, really good job. I will see you guys in a second here. All right, I'll finish there. We'll see how the car does getting out of here. It put us in here. It should be able to get out, but again, we are quite tight. Just gonna have to do some maneuvering for sure. Wow. It could go. Like, we're out. So the fact that it stopped. Okay, really good job. I mean, that was a super, super tight spot that it put itself in. And one little tiny like fumble, but overall it did a good job getting out. All right, so full stop here, nobody around. I would just go, perfect, nice job. Slowing down for the speed bump, really good job. All right, turning right onto kind of a busy road here. Full stop, we're well behind hedges and stuff, so we gotta creep forward a bunch, really good, and then I would go. Yeah, nice job. So just thinking about it, actually, we started the drive with the push of a button, and then the car got to the destination, and Destination Park is definitely not in yet. Version 13.3, hopefully we'll have it. But because the car got us up next to a parallel parking spot, and then I just hit auto park, we haven't driven yet, which isn't that crazy because the car does 99.9% of the driving, but it is also really neat when you can finish a drive, start to finish, and have done 0% of the drive effectively. Like, I pressed two buttons, I guess. I pressed a button once, and then I pressed the button again for the car to auto park. It's cool. because it did a great job of it. And I feel like this drive we're about to do, I can't see any reason why it doesn't handle it flawlessly as well. Yeah. Okay, so we're turning right, and this whole road, Fraser Highway, is all construction right now. We'll see how FSD does. I mean, I've driven down it and not filmed the drives quite a few times, and it does do a really good job. It is just very impressive because genuinely, it's pretty much all cones, and you're not following traditional lane lines by any stretch of the imagination. So the fact that this car just does this flawlessly is pretty good. I would go right now. Perfect. And see, like, we're not, I mean, I guess we're being navigated by cones, but we're not in a traditional lane by any stretch. Like, yellow lane lines here, and the car, there is a car up ahead, but we're making this decision on our own. Bit of probably prompting from the van way ahead of us, but all right, sorry, I was on the phone there, so I would have just fast forward a bunch of that. Car did a great job. We are kind of just driving on a, like, there's not a lot going on, but I mean, we've been doing merging, turning, whatever, and it's handled it all perfectly. I'm just stopping to grab a little lunch really quickly, so we'll see how the car does here. It's hard. I stopped filming a lot of my drives because I feel like FSD has gotten kind of like boring because 13.2.8 has been out for so long. Everyone kind of knows what to expect. It's really good, but we also know the issues that exist, and it just seems like engagement overall, understandably, is down. So my desire to make these videos kind of has like waned a little. But I was driving this morning, and on the road there was like a crow, like a bird, just in the middle of the road, whatever, eating something. And we were coming up to it, and I was gonna have to take over because I didn't want to hit the bird, and it didn't seem like the bird was like wanting to move for whatever reason. And it was very, very impressive. Like, we were on a one lane road, and the car like slowed down and went just into the other lane around it and came back. So it's impressive that something as small as like a bird, the car 100% saw and handled appropriately. It makes me wish that I was filming because it would have been great to show you guys, but Okay, so we're going a bit slow. We're going 41 and a 50 would be my only, like, complaint here. We're also signaling left, and I don't think we're actually turning left here. Huh. I don't know what the plan is here, because this is wrong. We're following. Okay, so I'm going to report that. Interesting. So what's happening is very cool in some ways. Like, the car thinks it's close enough to a destination that it's auto parking for us, and it's parallel parking, which is all really, really neat, but we're kind of too far away. Like, we're here. Oh. Yeah, so Destination Park, great, really nice job, but we're still like, we're like block away from where we want it to be. I'll walk because it's a nice day, so in some ways, nice job, FSD. Yeah, see you guys in 2 seconds. All right, I actually moved just because the car is full of very visible cameras, and there's like a drone and things like that, so we shouldn't be backing up. Oh. Okay. I'm going to send that. I have no idea why we backed up there. I'm going to try again. Huh, that was weird. The car, for whatever reason, thought backing up was the right thing to do there. I don't know why it did that. Huh. Okay, I would wait, and then I would go after this vehicle. So I'd go right now. But then this person's backing up now, so maybe I'd wait, actually. Okay, so I'd go now. And very small thing, but had the car turned left instead of right out of the parking spot, which we definitely could have, we would have avoided this little kind of U-turn that we just did here. So we were stopping for no reason. Now GoPro turned off. Okay, so full stop, and then I would just go. Okay, nice job. We pulled out, I saw this vehicle, and then we waited, so I would go right now. Nice, there is a vehicle coming, but like, we should go ahead of them, so good job by the car to have done that. All right, really good job. Kind of a weird start there with how it handled backing up, but otherwise very good. Okay, I will park, see what the car does here. Okay, I will do the rest on my own, and I will see you guys in 2 seconds. All right, guys, so I am heading to one more job here. I'm looking at the map. There's a concerning amount of bad mapping going on here. I mean, you can see in front of me, that's a walk path. The car thinks otherwise. We'll see how that goes. And then this whole U-turn situation, like, this is a 4-lane highway that you don't U-turn on. So we'll see what happens here. So I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I would just get to the end of this cul-de-sac, spin around. So it looks really good. Like, it's FSD understands that the nav data is wrong. So really, really nice job there. Okay, perfect. Well done there. I'm hoping that this changes. No. We have a little bit of time, so I can let it do the wrong thing and see how it goes. Do I want to let it? I mean, I should just go left here and then left. I might just take over because I know that it's not going to work out what it's going to do. So I'm going to go left here. Nav data was incorrect. It was trying to U-turn on the highway. So I'm going to send that snapshot to Tesla. All right, so turning left here, I'll kind of show you. FSD wanted to do a U-turn. I think like right here somewhere. On the map, I believe it was somewhere right around this intersection. Yeah, so it wanted to U-turn right here. Maybe, I don't think that's legal. I don't know, maybe it is. It would have saved us time because it was quite busy, but the U-turns in Canada, like I've talked about before, are very like not nearly as normal as they are in America. So the thought of doing one there, I don't think is right, but maybe I'm wrong. All right, sorry I was talking to Jay there, but would have just fast forwarded that all. Good job by the car. There's one part where I touched the pedal because we were going like 40 up a hill and the speed limit was 50, so felt like we were going really slow. Not a huge deal, just there was a car behind us. I didn't want to bother them. But otherwise the car's done absolutely everything and it's done a really, really good job. It's so interesting to me. So I was with a client this morning and she mentioned as she was leaving, she's like, oh, I don't need my keys because I have a Tesla. And I was like, oh, I got a Tesla as well. Like, which one do you have? And we were chatting. And then I asked her, I was like, have you tried the self-driving at all? And she's like, no, I don't know what that is. And she knew of it, I guess I should say. But first of all, she was like, I don't have that much money. And I was like, well, you can just pay $100 a month for it. And she's like, oh, I didn't realize that. And then, because I said, I'm like, I just do the subscription, $100 a month. And I was like, it's so good. Like, it genuinely drove me here this morning and I didn't press anything. And she's like, oh, I didn't realize how good it was. And I didn't know there was only $100 a month. So kind of like I keep saying, but it is crazy to me. Like, even people that own the car don't understand what the car can do. But I don't know. I'm sure that'll hopefully change when, assuming 13.3 is as good as they say it is going to be, and the robo-taxi, cyber cab, whatever event in June goes well, that'll be big publicity for Tesla and for FSD, and will hopefully kick off the kind of like mass adoption of it. Cool. Okay, we are here. FSD did absolutely everything for us. Did an incredible job, so well done. Let's see what it does for parking. It may pull into the driveway. So I think technically that's where we're going, where the blue car is. All right. If a taxi dropped me off here, I'd be very impressed. But okay, I'm gonna take over. I will see you guys in 2 seconds. All right, guys, I'm done here. I'm finished at this client's house, and they have kind of a weird driveway. I'm parked and curious to see how FSD is gonna do here. To be honest, it should be okay. So it could tuck into here, or it could just back all the way out. I don't have a driveway at home that I can really like test this on. That's why I'm interested to see how FSD handles. This is also a very weird driveway. So kind of fair if it doesn't do a great job of this, but there is definitely a path out for us to take. This is not the path I would take. We're just back where we started. Huh. So FSD just gave up. Interesting. I've never had it do that before, to be honest with you. Okay, so I'll back out. I'm gonna put us here, like in kind of this little like pocket. I feel like from here, it should be able to figure its way out, because all it needs to do now is go forward and straight. So should go that way. Okay, signal right. Object and path. I'm just gonna touch the accelerator to get us moving. Car's doing everything now on its own. There's clearance, like it could definitely go. I'm just gonna give it a little tap. One more tap. One more tap. Okay, there we go. So definitely hesitant leaving that parking lot there, or a driveway. Funny to see it just completely give up and park itself and be like, nope, I'm done. Okay, so we have kids playing on the street here. It can see the kid, doing a good job slowing down. We're going nice speed here. Okay, really good job. And you'll see, if you watch, as soon as we hit 40, like I said, 41 or 42, you're gonna see a speed profile pop on. So 37, 38, 39, 40, there you go, 41. So at 41 kilometers an hour, that seems to be what allows the car to pop into a speed profile. Otherwise, if you're on a road that's 60, it happens automatically, but. It's like officially spring here. This is the first like sunny day we've had. And we have, if you're at all familiar with the Pacific Northwest or Vancouver, cherry blossoms are starting to come out. So it's that memory card filled up. Stand by. I'm not going to edit it, lest anyone think this drive is untrue. It'll just be a black part while I put a new memory card in. Oh, we're back. All right. New memory card. Sorry about that. Yeah, as you're saying, there's cherry blossoms now. So in BC, it's quite pretty here. People, I think, like travel to see these because they don't exist everywhere. That's a big pothole. No, we're good. Yeah. Okay, if it's gonna go, it needs to go right now. Nice job. There's traffic coming, but this is perfect. Cool. We are here. I will probably have to park for us. Yeah, I'm just gonna take over. All right, I will see you guys in 2 seconds. All right, heading home. Let's see how the car does. There's somebody walking. I'm surprised it's still going. Interesting. It like chimed at me to let me know there was a person, but it was the one backing up. So in some ways it's good. Like you kind of need to be assertive in parking lots to get through them. And that person was able to kind of like move to the side. It all worked out. But for as cautious as FSD is around pedestrians and people, I'm kind of surprised that it went. And it's now officially summer, so I can do iced coffees instead of regular hot coffees. Except they're like double the price. McDonald's large coffees are like $1.50, $1.25, and iced coffees are $3, which isn't a lot compared to like Starbucks, but for McDonald's, it's expensive. Okay, so we should stop and then just go. Light turn green. Okay, full stop and go. Nice job. We're driving like a little bit slow on this road. Again, hard to tell, personal preference, but we're in a hurry and we're going 46 in a 50 zone. So, not that I want to be like racing down the road, but it just, yeah, I talk about it all the time. I'm just going to touch the accelerator to kind of like get us going a little bit quicker. And now we have a speed bump, which the car's already slowing for. You can see, which is really, really good. It saw that from a long ways away. So nice job there. So you can watch, like these back arrows will show up as soon as it sees and is slowing down for that speed bump. So slowing down, you can see the little arrows. So nice job on both of those. We have one more speed bump right here. So if you watch now, it's already slowing down for it. Yeah. So really good job there. Okay, we have these people crossing the road. FSD did a really good job slowing down as soon as it saw them, basically. So nice job here. And then we should just go, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna intervene here to have us go right, which is a lot more like speed bumps, people, possible unique interactions. All right. So we have like 3 or 4 speed bumps here. FSD, yep, caught this one. A little bit late, but nice job. And then slowing down already for this one, good job. So I don't know, like today's a very bright day, so there's a lot of like shadows, and maybe that's why, but it's definitely struggled with this set of speed bumps in the past, and struggles with even more obvious speed bumps at times, so I'm not sure why, but good job today, getting them all, perfect, nice job. So here's a situation where it's a school zone, but for school days only. We should slow down for this, we're not. So yeah, so it missed that one. And I'm not sure, I sent that snapshot of that to Tesla there. But then it does this one. So I don't know, to me that first one was just as apparent. This one is hidden by shadows in some ways, but it sees it. And I don't know what makes it so good sometimes at speed bumps, and then other times it's so bad, but anyways. Okay, so full stop here. And we should not, that's weird. No, we shouldn't go. Okay, really good job. Cool. Well, that is most of the day. I feel like there's some good interactions there. Hopefully this video is interesting. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Any of that stuff helps support the channel. I will see you guys all in the next one. I'm hoping I get version 13.3 soon. For those of you that are watching still right now, you might realize that I have this icon. Without saying too much, I am very fortunate, and I believe I'm part of the early access group now. So I should get version 13.3 in the first rollout, if everything goes correct. So yeah, keep watching if you want to see that, and I will talk to you guys all in the next one. Take care. Bye.